When I was sitting at the harpsichord in one of the rehearsals and I was hearing everything that was going on around me with all of these musicians from 26 countries, for our students to be a part of that musical expression, to create a major choral work, it just really made my heart swell.
You hear the music and you look around at all the people with you, and I saw Dr. Zielinski, just really going for it, and we were all there together, and you become very aware that you're part of something that's larger than yourself.
Trinity University's Chamber Singers got invited to be the host choir for the Classical Music Festival, which is an annual event that happens in Eisenstadt, Austria.
This is a long-standing festival that goes back a few decades. It is now led by Dr. Richard Zielinski from the University of Oklahoma, and so he extended the invitation for the choir to come here to be a part of this festival, which celebrates the music of Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. And our choir is the featured choral ensemble that serves as the nucleus of the big festival chorus.
You'll hear just the pounding of the drums and the swirling violins and violas. It's an incredibly emotional work. And for us as well, because we don't speak the language, to be able to sing it and understand it and feel it, even though there is that language barrier, I think it speaks to the power of music and the power of choir in general.
These moments are becoming even more magical as I become older and my feelings become more complex and my understanding becomes more complex. Every time I have an experience like this, I'm really gaining a lot of insight into what it means to make music and make music with other musicians who care about it just as much as I do.
There are things about being in Austria that you can read about in books, but it's not being here and being immersed in the culture. To be in a place where Haydn lives, in the Haydn house right around the corner, and see the instruments that he used, to be able to see that, to be able to experience that, all of these students and I will come back absolutely changed.
As an undergraduate, to be performing with these people at this festival it's an invaluable experience because, especially as somebody who's not a music major, I worry sometimes that I won't be in a choir after college. And so to have the opportunity to be able to perform alongside professionals, these are professional musicians, it's just extraordinary.
Being a part of the program is just an awesome experience. And when I hear students talk about their memories in a choir program, whether they are doing graphic engineering downtown or working at Google, not only is it reaffirm, I think, what we do, but someone gave those experiences to me, and someone gave those experiences to my colleagues. And so you hope that you can make some kind of impact, even if it's a small impact on someone's life. You hope then that they take that experience and they will impact someone in their life, in their field.
So being able to be here and I guess go back to our roots in it in a way is really incredible. Just singing with this caliber of a group, I can't underpin that. We make music in the truest sense. Not we sing notes, we make music.
The things that make Trinity Trinity are the fact that people know each other on campus, and not because they have to, because it's too small, but because they like each other. And at Trinity, you will know your professors. You will walk into their offices and you will talk to them about things in class and about things that have nothing to do with class. You'll get to know your roommates, who will end up being some of your closest friends for the rest of your life, and you will have classroom experiences where you will be prepared to go to graduate school or into the professional world in ways that you can't even imagine right now.
What makes Trinity so special is that you are able to find yourself and you're able to be yourself and not be just a number, but a person.
The most unique thing about Trinity is the fact that it opens a lot of doors, and it has this ability to really bring you into the world and really have a lot of connections. And so I've made so many friends here, and I've made so many connections, even with just alumni, that I really feel that I'm not alone.
What's unique about Trinity are the teachers. They're always here to help you, and they always go the extra mile to make sure you succeed in life. They also want to become your friends and get to know you and continue this friendship past college.
I often describe Trinity as a best of both worlds, and I think that's the most unique quality about Trinity, because while you can major in business, science, you can also maybe take a class on costume design and make an outfit for a play. So Trinity definitely gives you a lot of options.
When I was a student here at Trinity, I felt so loved by the community, by my professors, by the administration. I felt like everybody knew me and cared about me as a person, and that really put me in a position to succeed. I don't think I would be the person I am today if I didn't have that guidance from those around me at Trinity then. And I've seen now as a professor that the faculty, the staff, everybody here at Trinity is invested in ensuring the success of all students.
Food insecurity or the inability to get food is a widespread and misunderstood problem.
At Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas, Autumn and I are part of a research team in the Food Matters Lab.
Being able to connect with the community and affect policy as an undergraduate researcher at Trinity has been an unforgettable experience.
Being first-generation college students, the ability to research has given us the ability to explore our individual passions and apply them not only to this research, but life after college.
When I was sitting at the harpsichord in one of the rehearsals and I was hearing everything that was going on around me, with all of these musicians from 26 countries, for our students to be a part of that musical expression, to create a major choral work, it just really made my heart swell.
You hear the music and you look around at all the people with you, and I saw Dr. Zielinski, just really going for it, and we were all there together, and you become very aware that you're part of something that's larger than yourself.
Trinity University's Chamber Singers got invited to be the host choir for the Classical Music Festival, which is an annual event that happens in Eisenstadt, Austria.
This is a long-standing festival that goes back a few decades. It is now led by Dr. Richard Zielinski from the University of Oklahoma, and so he extended the invitation for the choir to come here to be a part of this festival, which celebrates the music of Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. And our choir is the featured choral ensemble that serves as the nucleus of the big festival chorus.
You'll hear just the pounding of the drums and the swirling violins and violas. It's an incredibly emotional work. And for us as well, because we don't speak the language, to be able to sing it and understand it and feel it, even though there is that language barrier, I think it speaks to the power of music and the power of choir in general.
These moments are becoming even more magical as I become older and my feelings become more complex and my understanding becomes more complex. Every time I have an experience like this, I'm really gaining a lot of insight into what it means to make music and make music with other musicians who care about it just as much as I do.
There are things about being in Austria that you can read about in books, but it's not being here and being immersed in the culture. To be in a place where Haydn lives, in the Haydn house right around the corner, and see the instruments that he used, to be able to see that, to be able to experience that, all of these students and I will come back absolutely changed.
As an undergraduate, to be performing with these people at this festival it's an invaluable experience because, I mean, especially as somebody who's not a music major, I worry sometimes that I won't be in a choir after college. And so to have the opportunity to be able to perform alongside professionals, these are professional musicians, it's just extraordinary.
Being a part of the program is just an awesome experience. And when I hear students talk about their memories in a choir program, whether they are doing graphic engineering downtown or, working at Google, not only is it reaffirm, I think, what we do, but someone gave those experiences to me, and someone gave those experiences to my colleagues. And so you hope that you can make some kind of impact, even if it's a small impact on someone's life. You hope then that they take that experience and they will impact someone in their life, in their field.
So being able to be here and I guess go back to our roots in it in a way is really incredible. Just singing with this caliber of a group, I can't underpin that. We make music in the truest sense. Not we sing notes, we make music.
Food insecurity or the inability to get food is a widespread and misunderstood problem.
At Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas, Autumn and I are part of a research team in the Food Matters Lab.
Being able to connect with the community and affect policy as an undergraduate researcher at Trinity has been an unforgettable experience.
Being first-generation college students, the ability to research has given us the ability to explore our individual passions and apply them not only to this research, but life after college.
Welcome to Trinity University's Winter Commencement exercises. I call this ceremony to order and ask that you please remain seated to enjoy the proceedings. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Denise Jones, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Vice President for Academic Affairs. I have the honor this day of presiding on these ceremonies. Please rise for the invocation delivered by the Reverend Sam Williams and remain standing for the national anthem sung by Miss Hannah Wilson.
I invite you to join me for the invocation. God, in whom every ending is a new beginning, you are both the source and the fulfillment of our lives. At the opening of this commencement ceremony, we pause to thank you for all of those without whom these graduates would not be here today. We remember before you all the parents and other significant individuals who have cared for these graduates, sometimes worried over them, but always loved them. We also give thanks for the faculty and staff at Trinity who have taught, mentored, and championed these students, who have now completed their course of study and are ready for new destinations and challenges. Now, as they go forth from here, set them on a path that will employ their gifts, use their skills, and make the world a better place. Help them to know that all great achievement takes the form of service to others, and that success is measured not by the accumulation of material benefits, but by the love and kindness we bestow on our neighbors, both near and far. God of the journey, none of us can see clearly the road ahead, nor can we know for certain where it leads. Yet we trust that you are with us. Your presence is a light unto our path and a lamp to guide our feet in the ways of justice and peace. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please be seated. Distinguished guests, friends, and family, on behalf of the trustees of Trinity University, our faculty, staff, and alumni, and on behalf of the class of 2018, it is my pleasure to welcome you to these winter commencement exercises. Now, please join me in greeting Dr. Danny Anderson, Trinity University's 19th president.
Since 1869, Trinity has conferred degrees on students who have successfully completed one of its demanding courses of study. As with those before them, the candidates assembled here today have experienced extensive intellectual and personal growth at Trinity, a growth nurtured and encouraged by our faculty and staff, often far beyond the call of duty. For very nearly 150 years, learning has been Trinity's first enterprise. In January of 2019, we begin a year-long celebration of the university's sesquicentennial with the knowledge that all of us are heirs to Trinity's rich past and stewards of a promising future. Today, we honor it with diplomas that mark our degree candidates' arrival at an important milestone in their own journey. As we do this, we also honor teaching and those who have taught them. And so now I'm going to ask the representatives of the faculty and staff to please stand so that we may salute you and your colleagues. Join me in a round of applause. We also would like to salute our alumni who know the firsthand value of a Trinity education, and many of whom work tirelessly on behalf of the university in myriad ways for many years after they have left its familiar campus. Will all of the Trinity alumni in the auditorium please stand and be recognized? También me da mucho placer dar una bienvenida especial a todas las familias de Trinity que hablan español. Para nosotros, el estar ubicado en San Antonio, cerca de la frontera con México, es un beneficio estratégico. De igual manera, la pluralidad lingüística y cultural nos da una fuerza especial como unidad. Muy bienvenidos. And just to translate briefly, so many of our families at Trinity speak Spanish. We're close to Mexico, and we always take pride in the way that that diversity of culture and language really strengthens us and adds a richness to the Trinity experience. There is one other group that deserves very special recognition during these ceremonies. Our degree candidates know full well they would not be here if it were not for family and friends and donors whose encouragement, support, and sacrifice did so much to make this day possible. And so, degree candidates, representatives of the faculty and staff, would you all stand and join me in thanking everyone who made it possible for you to be here today as students? Thank you. You may be seated. For 149 years, Trinity has been guided by a board of trustees whose membership may have changed, but whose commitment, energy, and love for the university have never wavered. All those who care about Trinity give thanks to these great stewards for their hard work, their wise counsel, and unreserved support of this great university. I ask the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. L. Herbert Stumberg, Jr., class of '81, an esteemed business and civic leader, to please come forward and address the auditorium.
Dr. Anderson, thank you. Before I start, I'd like to ask the members of the board here today to please stand. Danny is correct. It is love is the reason that we're here. Trinity trustees include leading business and community leaders, women and men who share professional expertise and knowledge to ensure the success of the university. More than 60% of the board membership is Trinity alumni, but whether alumni or not, we all share a deep commitment to the transformative power that a Trinity education offers current and future generations of Tigers. As ambassadors for the university, we advocate on behalf of the university's mission. It is my hope that you, as you leave here as proud graduates, will embrace the opportunity to represent Trinity and to advocate for your alma mater. We wish you success as you carve a future in this world. Thank you and congratulations.
The opportunity to know Trinity students and to celebrate their many accomplishments is one of the true joys of being part of this community. Our students are talented, motivated, and willing to take on great challenges. I now ask Ms. Amelia Diva, immediate past president of the Student Government Association, to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the students.
Please excuse my voice. It was a combination of a compromised immune system and coughing all week, but I really did want to bring on the greetings on behalf of the class of 2018. Okay. Dr. Jones, President Anderson, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, families, and alumni. It is my honor to bring greetings on this momentous day on behalf of all graduating students. Today is a proud day for us all. Today, we celebrate our many achievements, our friendships, ourselves, and a look forward into new beginnings as our Trinity journey moves on from our beautiful campus to new horizons. You have all prepared us well for our futures, equipped us to embrace opportunities and challenges with equal enthusiasm and grace. We vow that we will meet the future with a tiger's heart. The confident, curious catalysts of our alma mater has prepared us to be. We will never forget the deep and abiding friendships we have made here with fellow students, professors, staff, and alumni mentors. The sound of the bells chiming, the quarter hour, and the mountain laurels blooming in the spring. Traditions like the birthday fountain dunking, climbing the tower, Christmas on Oakmont, and the importance of wearing maroon on Fridays. So class of 2018, newly minted alumni, let's go Tigers.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. James Sanders, class of 1998, and president of the Trinity University Alumni Association Board, to bring greetings on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Good morning. As the current president of our Alumni Association, I'm honored and excited to be the first to welcome you to our esteemed group. And also, I want to reiterate what a special group you are in the history of this great university. As you know, next year, Trinity will celebrate its 150th anniversary, and your class represents the capstone to those 150 years, as you all will be the newest alumni in our institution when the celebrations begin in January. As alumni, we represent the culmination of the purpose and goals of Trinity University, 150 years of discovery, of growth, and of becoming inspirational change makers. Congratulations on achieving a lifetime membership in our association. We look forward to getting to know you, to being inspired by you, and ultimately being led by you. Thank you.
It is a singular honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Claudia Stokes, professor of English and the recipient of the 2018 Z.T. Scott Faculty Fellowship for innovative teaching and dedicated mentoring and advising.
President Anderson, trustees, colleagues, and graduates, it is my honor to speak to you on this happy occasion and to represent the faculty who have committed so much time and effort to the education of today's graduates. Congratulations. We, the faculty, are so proud of you. We know how hard you worked these last 4 years, and we know the struggles and challenges you endured. I offer my congratulations, too, to the families of today's graduates. You made so many sacrifices to see your children through to this day, and so I congratulate you on a job well done. It is customary for commencement speakers to offer their advice to the graduates, to tell them, say, about the importance of resilience, of risk-taking, of connectedness. But you've heard these lessons all your lives, and let's face it, you've been building your resumes practically since you were little kids. No generation is better prepared than you for the challenges of the workforce or of graduate school. And take it from me, if you can survive the change in the Trinity curriculum, you can survive anything. You don't need my professional advice, but I do have a suggestion for you as you go out into the world. Some of you will go on to graduate school, but many of you will never take another class again. And so this may be the last time you will have to sit and listen to a professor lecture at you. So I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to promote something very dear to my heart. And that is the importance of reading. Many of you spent the last 4 years primarily reading. If you weren't reading, then you were probably writing. Either way, you spent most of your education immersed in the world of text. Once you leave Trinity, you may never be required to read a book again, and indeed a shocking number of Americans never finish an entire book, and even fewer read for pleasure. So on the occasion of your graduation from Trinity, I tell you this: do not give up on reading. I don't mean reading on your phones. How about that? I don't mean reading on your phones or reading memos or reports for work or articles on BuzzFeed. I mean reading books, books in their entirety and in whatever form you prefer, whether novels or history or memoir. But do not allow your Trinity education to go to waste by dropping the thing you spent the most time doing. It would be such a shame to let it all go. It would be like spending 4 years trying to master a language or an instrument and then suddenly dropping it, never to use it again. I say this not just because as an English professor, I obviously have a vested interest in people caring about books. But I say this because countless studies confirm that people who read are happier and are significantly less likely to suffer from depression or other mood disorders. No one is really sure why reading is so helpful, but I think it's because reading temporarily takes us out of ourselves. And in exposing us to other people's lives, reading helps us to develop our own rich inner lives. Reading is like the opposite of Instagram. It immerses us in other people's lives, yes, but in so doing, it helps us find richness and satisfaction in our own lives. When I read, I am transported to countless other worlds and lives, but reading also helps me to recognize the things that are noteworthy and fortunate about my own life. Reading helps me to see, to think, and to feel, and not just in my job as a teacher and researcher, but in my life as a citizen, as a friend, as a partner, and as a mother. Studies also confirm that people who read are more caring and more inclined to empathize with other people. This shouldn't be too surprising because novels in particular expressly invite us to identify with strangers and to experience their lives. When we read, we enter into other times and places and lives, and we are able to experience them imaginatively from the inside out. This may sound like a trivial thing, but let me stress that this quality, this ability to understand and empathize with people who are different, is sorely lacking in our modern world. And so many recent episodes of violence and hate can be attributed to a lack of understanding and appreciation for difference. This is an especially potent issue for me because I have spent my entire career researching and studying and teaching 19th century American writers like Harriet Beecher Stowe, who used fiction, who used novels to help readers understand what it felt like to endure terrible, almost unimaginable suffering. And there's no question that the reading of novels like Uncle Tom's Cabin has changed the lives of countless Americans and even the fate of this nation. Reading is powerful and transformative, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. In these difficult times, our nation desperately needs people who care about others, who can see beyond their own interests and think about the wider world. And let me remind you that your Trinity education was expressly designed to cultivate these skills in you. a knowledge of the world, the ability to care about others, and the ability to see the big picture regardless of your personal interests. Don't waste your education by allowing these skills to atrophy once you graduate. Instead, I urge you to continue your Trinity education throughout your lives and to keep reading in order to maintain those vital skills of critical thinking and empathy. Your professors and your families made these investments in you, not just to help you develop meaningful careers, but to help you become a good person and a good citizen, and that means continuing the work you started here. As you go through our complicated world, continue to practice those skills you learned in the Trinity classroom. Continue to read and continue to question, to analyze, and to empathize. But I don't want to suggest that I'm giving you homework designed to last your entire lives, though I am. Reading doesn't have to be yet another thing you feel guilty about, but I encourage you to think of it as a form of self-care, as a way of recharging your batteries. Reading is a rare thing. It's a leisure activity that you will never, ever feel guilty about. It's time to be alone, to be quiet, to go uninterrupted by constant texts, and to explore any world you want. This is how I think about reading, and I suggest you do the same. I am so busy and have so many responsibilities, but reading is something I do for myself. It's my escape, but it also helps me restore my capacity for understanding and empathy. Also, now is probably the first time in your lives that you can finally decide for yourselves what you want to read. And I urge you to take advantage of this precious opportunity. Your reading doesn't have to be difficult or literary. Mine certainly isn't. At the end of a long and busy day, I will happily reach for a mystery novel. Reading should be enjoyable, so choose books that you're interested in and that will give you pleasure. Life is too short to read bad or boring books, so if you start something and you don't like it, drop it and move on. You should read for fun, to learn things you've always been interested in, to escape and to imagine what it's like to be someone else. But remember that while you read, you will be continuing your Trinity education. In a way, reading will allow you to take us with you on your journey, to keep Trinity present in your lives wherever you go. But as you read, you will be making yourself better, and you will be quietly helping to make the world a more sympathetic and understanding place. And that is exactly what we, the faculty of Trinity University, have always wanted for you. So you go out there and you show them what Trinity grads can do. And you be sure you keep reading just like we taught you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2018.
And now, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? In addition to these candidates, there are in absentia other candidates for the baccalaureate degree whose names appear in the program. Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of Trinity University, I recommend these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees and in accordance with the provisions of the Charter of Trinity University, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the baccalaureate degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the recipients of these degrees please be seated? Dr. Cothart, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, will present the baccalaureate candidates for academic degrees.
The recipients of the baccalaureate degrees will now come forward. To receive their diplomas and be greeted by the President, Dr. Jones, and Mr. Herbert Stumberg, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. While the candidates are coming forward, I would like to call your attention to that section of the program which explains honors at graduation. In order to emphasize the achievements of the honor graduates, I will call the honor each has received when I call the graduate's name. Candidates receiving Latin honors with a grade point average of 3.5 or more wear the President's Award of Excellence Maroon Honor Stole. These names will also be listed on the Trinity website when grades are finalized next month. Bachelor of Arts, Paige E. Adrian, cum laude. Jamarance M. Foster. Eleanor Hugh Gilbert, cum laude. Alex Irene Gonzalez, cum laude. Stephen A. Gutierrez, Jr. Sydney M. Hopkins. Constantine A. Koldukas, cum laude. Adrienne V. Lehman, cum laude. Anea M. Lupton. Elizabeth Marie McGillivray. Daniela Montufar Soria, cum laude. Henry Ernest Seward. Megan M. Smith. Hunter Gordon Sosby, summa cum laude. Nishanth Tayal. Hannah Agnes Wilson, cum laude. Raymond Scott Wimberly. Joy Elise Yeager. Bachelor of Science, Spencer R. Addix. Edgar Mauricio Bernal Rosales. Alexander C. Brennan. Shania R. Bulos. Matthew I. Burke. Presenting the diploma is his father and Trinity Associate Professor William Burke III. Jacob R. Cross. Rachel M. Daniel, receiving 2 degrees, summa cum laude. Rebecca Audrey Derby. Brandon T. Donnermeyer. Michael A. Erickson. Abigail Nicole Klitz, summa cum laude. David S. Kramer. Gregory James LeBay. Noah C. Lyford, cum laude. Brenton V. Mandelkorn, summa cum laude. Regina Marie Mangold. Madeline Rose McKay. Wayne Keller Murphy III. Jennifer K. Noriega. Regis D. Nubiap. Vivek Rodricks. Elijah Wade Rudolph. Kirby A. Smith. Ryan Charles Smith. Jack Joseph Stalker. Anirudh Tibrewal. Danielle Trevino, receiving 2 degrees, cum laude. Lauren N. Trong. Trent Thomas Walker. Joshua A. Wang. Xingling Wei. Lauren Eden West, cum laude. Stephen K. Wolf. She. This concludes the bachelor's degrees. Congratulations, all.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Education please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science please rise and remain standing? In addition to these candidates, there are in absentia other candidates for the master's degree whose names appear on the program. Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of Trinity University, I recommend these candidates for the master's degrees.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, and in accordance with the provisions of the Charter of Trinity University, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the master's degree for which you have been recommended with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the recipients of the master's degrees please be seated? Dr. Michael Soto, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, will present the master's candidates for academic degrees.
The recipients of the master's degrees will now come forward to be hooded, to receive their diplomas, and to be greeted by the President, Dr. Jones, and Mr. Herbert Stumberg, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Master of Education, Travian Jamal Ambus. Kathleen Antune. Jennifer Barber. Mark A. Burgess. Ana C. Cantu. Angelica L. Escobar Smithwick. Joanne Marie Harrington. Crystal M. Hillhouse. Maria I. Palacios. Jeanette Ramos Rodriguez. Candice Rodriguez Huerta. Sarah J. Talarchik. Leticia Maribel Torres. Master of Science in Healthcare Administration, Jacob Thomas Abry. Hannah Elizabeth Battori. Brandon K. Bays. Adam Curtis Child. Matthew Garrett Cowley. Dylan Travis Darden. Richard Brian Day. Francisco E. Escobedo. Elizabeth Camille Fagan. Haley Elizabeth Foster. Connor Wade Frizzell. Jose Gallegos. Peter Robert Gorecki. Shirley Ho. Alexander Weston Klein. Mason R. McDonald. Amy L. Medrano. Rosa Isela Olivares. Heather N. Post. Dylan J. Rye. Andrea Victoria Reyes. Jayesh B. Shah. Adnan Siddiqui. John N. Simpson III. Carson Hamilton Smith. Neeraj Srivastava. Lauren Christine Uriegas. Ruben Vallejo. Justin R. Volkman. Jackson B. Wagner. Richard Turner Pratt Willis, Jr. This concludes the presentation of master's degrees. Congratulations to everyone.
Graduates, congratulations to all of you for everything that you've accomplished. More than a half century ago, during the first years of our Skyline campus here in San Antonio, President Jim Laurie bid farewell to the graduates each year with a challenge. His words hold true today, and I want to give you the same challenge that he did. Graduates, of itself, your degree is no certain mark that you are an educated person. That will be revealed by what you do with what you are and what you have and what you know. True education translates knowledge into character and action. I look forward to seeing your true education translated into character and actions that will make a difference in our world. Congratulations, graduates.
We will now enjoy the singing of the alma mater led by Ms. Eleanor Gilbert, followed by the benediction. When the ceremony has completed, the assembly will recess to the president's reception in the Great Hall. I do hope you will enjoy us in celebration of all you have achieved and will achieve as you continue your Trinity journey as a proud alumni. Please stand for the alma mater, the words which are printed in your program, and remain standing for the benediction.
I'd like to send us out with words from Kathy Tricoli's song, Go Light Your World. There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings a fire, ignites the candle, and makes his home. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, confused and torn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and light your world. Amen.